Hey everybody, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. I actually don't have a movie review to start this week because I did not go to the movies. There's stuff like I could have gone to see Child's Play or Annabelle or something and, whatever, but I don't really want to see them, and I've already seen plenty of movies in June, so I've gotten my money's worth. I've seen like 6 or 7 movies this past month, so like I got my $24 worth. It's different because back, as you might recall, back in the days of MoviePass, when it was a $10 a month charge, I would say, oh, well, it's $10, so I see this movie that I would have paid $10 to see anyway, so everything else I see during the month is completely free of charge. Like, it's just gravy. So, like, and so then if I saw, like, one movie, I'd be like, okay, well, I only saw one movie for free. It's fine. But with AMC A-List, it was $20, and it's sort of like, well, I mean, technically I saw this 3D movie, and it was a $21 movie ticket, so that's my money's worth, so everything else is free. But in reality, if I was paying out of my own pocket, I wouldn't be shelling out $20 to see these movies in 3D, unless it was something I really wanted to see, like Avengers Endgame I would have paid to see in 3D anyway. But, like, here, it's like, now it's $24, which even more complicates the math. So instead of saying, oh, well, I see one movie, that's $24, everything else is free, like, I'm not paying $24 to see a movie. So what I do is I say, okay, well, I saw 6 movies this month, that was $4 a movie. I saw 4 movies, that's $6 a movie. And $6 a movie is a fine price to pay. So as long as I see, like, 3 movies a month, I feel like it's okay, because then that makes it, because now it's $24 a month, because it's in New York City, they upped the price in the metro areas. So at $24 a month, $3 3 movies would be $8 a movie, which is a good price to pay for a movie. That's fine. If I only see 2 movies a month, then it's $12 a movie, which is a little pricey, but as long as I really wanted to see those. But that's why I go to see things that I wouldn't necessarily have paid to see in the theater, like, Rocket Man or Ma or Brightburn, those kinds of things. I wouldn't necessarily go and pay $10 to $13 to see it in the theater, but if I'm not paying out of my own pocket, it helps make everything cheaper. So, and July has more movies, so, like, Spider-Man and Midsommar I'm looking forward to, so, and I think there's a couple others in July. But I do end up seeing some randos just to help make it worth the money. But I've seen enough this month that I don't need to see any more randos, and we'll call June done. As for gaming, I bought a new game. I know. Another one. That's twice in 1 month, right? I am still playing Ys on the Train and Assassin's Creed Odyssey at Home, and of course Animal Crossing. But I did buy a new game, but it's okay because it isn't the same as what I'm playing, and I also can't play it for too long. And that is because it is Beat Saber for the PSVR. Both because wearing the VR headset, I can't play a VR game for like more than like an hour. Like Assassin's Creed, I can easily go for like 2 hours and whatever, and it's fine, and not even think about how much time I've wasted. But with the VR headset, like, your eyes get tired and you get sweaty under the helmet, so after like, an hour, it's like, okay, I have to take this off, it's getting hot and sweaty and I'm uncomfortable. But also because with Beat Saber, it's kind of a workout, so I get tired and sweaty, and I have to stop. Like, not just under the helmet, like, I'm sweaty all over because I'm moving around. If you don't know anything about Beat Saber, it is a VR game where you wield 2 lightsabers, Beat Sabers, don't sue them, and 1 red, 1 blue, although in some songs they change the colors, it's like green and blue. And these colored blocks come towards you, and techno music plays, and you slash the blocks in rhythm to the music. And some of the blocks have arrows pointing on them, so that's how you have to slash, either down or up or right or left, or you know what I mean, right or left, whatever. And then some of them you can slash, they're just a dot, so you can slash them however you like. And you basically slash them as they come towards you in rhythm with the music, and it's super fun. There's 5 levels of difficulty, for each song. There's easy, normal, hard, expert, and then expert plus. Easy is fine. It's a breeze. Normal is a nice challenge. I think I've done like 1 or 2 songs on hard and completed them, but they were a challenge, a real challenge. And one of those songs that I did complete on normal, or on hard, I decided to see what expert was like, and I don't even think I made it halfway through the song before I failed out, because it was just like an insane number of blocks and an insane number of different facing arrows, and you're just, and I couldn't do it. So, expert plus, I will probably never, ever, ever, ever try, because that's just insane. I'll get like 3 blocks, and it'll just be too much, and I'll just be overwhelmed, and I'll just pass out. But it's great fun, and it's a great workout. There is, that's for the regular, like, pick a song and play it. There is a party mode where you can have, like, a local leaderboard where you and your friends can trade the helmet around and play, and you can put your names up and see who gets the high score. There is a leaderboard for the regular songs, but obviously that global leaderboard, it's people who've been playing it forever and they're really good at it, and I've just started, and I'm probably not ever going to be that good anyway. So I switched it to my friends list, and I swear I know people playing this game, but their names aren't showing up on the list at all. So I'm like, I don't even know if I'm beating my friends' scores, but I swear I know people playing this that are on my friends list. But and then there is also a campaign mode. There's no story, it's not a story mode, it's a campaign mode. And basically, you work your way through a branching tree of challenges, and there's a great variety of challenges. Like, sometimes it's like, okay, beat this minimum high score, or you can only miss 2 blocks, and if you miss a third, you fail, and you have to start over. There was one where you had to move your arms a certain distance, so you're just flailing as widely as you can. And then I realized at one point, after I failed it once, I tried it again the next day, and while there was a point where there were no blocks coming at me, I was swinging around anyway. I swung my arm into position to get ready for the next block, and I noticed the number went up, and I went, oh, I can just swing randomly and not necessarily, so when there's no blocks, I can just sort of go like this to rack my score up artificially, and then, you know, it's easier to beat that one. But then there was another level that I just hit, which was super hard because you could only move a minimum distance. So you're basically holding the move controllers like this and doing little T-Rex arm movements, as like tiny movements as you can to slash the blocks like this. And it was really hard because I hit the minimum and failed out because I was moving too much. But I appreciate that it's like, you know, they give you different, it's not just beat a high score. It's got these different kinds of challenges, and it like challenges you to play the game slightly differently than you normally would. And I think that's really clever and fun. I sort of regret buying just the base game now. The base game is like $30, but you could have spent an extra $10, and for $40 you could get the game bundled with one of the song packs, either the Imagine Dragons song pack or the Monster Cat song pack, and that's like 10 additional songs. The thing is that I was like, let me save the $10. I don't know if I'll like it. I don't know if I'll be any good at it. I'll go with the songs that are already in there. There's like, you know, like 15, 16 songs in the game already. It'll be fine. But now I feel like I am liking it a lot, so at some point I'm going to want more music, and I'll probably end up buying the Monster Cat song pack, and I'll have to spend the extra $3. It's not terrible, but I could have saved $3 and just got them all at once. I did buy one of the Imagine Dragons songs, because you can buy them individually for $2 each, and I don't want the Imagine Dragons song pack, but I did want the one song, Believer, because I know that one. I know that they're an indie developer, it's an indie game, so they can't really afford licensing on like popular mainstream songs that people would know. But I would like to see them get something that's kind of recognizable. Like maybe there's some like, you know, techno house indie music from like the 70s, 80s, 90s that would be cheaper to license, you know? Then, you know, like, okay, you can't afford Carly Rae Jepsen, fine. What about like, you know, La Bouche or something, you know what I mean? Like, I would like to see some more recognizable music. So hopefully it's popular enough that they will be able to do that. I don't know. I don't care. It's still really fun. I do have to say that I realized very quickly, standing in front of my couch and playing, you're mostly using your arms, but you do use your legs because there's walls that come at you, and there's an overhead wall that you have to duck under. So I realized when I was playing that ducking under is kind of just sitting on the couch. So I don't really have to like stress my legs. But when I would duck down and basically sit on the couch to get under it, I would have to slash a block, and then I would knock shit off the coffee table, and I was like, okay, we have to move the coffee table, this is not good. Because I didn't realize that ducking down and I would have to slash and then I would bump, because up above in the air it's fine. It's the squatting and then also having to slash, and I didn't realize that was a thing that was going to happen until it actually happened, and I went, oh crap! So now I have to like move the coffee table well forward out of the way so that you don't accidentally bump things. Because it's different from like, you know, remember when you were playing the Wii and you're like flailing around, you still had your peripheral vision to say like, whoa, I almost hit my friend in the head. Good thing I could stop because I saw it. But here, you're not playing on the TV, you have no peripheral vision because with the helmet on, you are in that virtual reality and that's all you see. So you don't know if you're going to hit the couch or knock something off the coffee table or hit the wall. I do have to say that this is one game where I said, oh, I am wearing the wrist straps. Because there's a lot of flailing and it's fast slashing movement and I don't want it flying into the TV. Or anything, really. Like, I don't want to break the Move controller, I don't want to break my TV, I don't want to break other things. So, in this case, it's a very rare occasion of actually wearing the wrist straps. I swear I never wore the wrist straps for anything on the Wii. But here, I'm wearing them. Because I'm terrified that I'm going to bust something up. So, if you have a PSVR or an Oculus Rift or an HTC Vive, it's on a bunch of different platforms. If you have a VR platform, I recommend Beat Saber. It's great fun, and I wish that I hadn't waited so long to try it. I recommend it. It's great. Super fun. I will not be doing an episode next week because it is 4th of July weekend and I will be out of town, but I'll be back the following week. And I'll talk about probably a lot of Ys talk because I'll have played a bunch of it on my long trip to Massachusetts. So, I don't know. I'll probably have seen some movies because Spider-Man's coming out. Psyched for that. So come back then and I'll have a new episode and I'll talk about some stuff. And we'll find out what it is when it happens. Bye!